Welcome back, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Hard Reads. I'm TKbreezy. This is Austy, and we're going to talk about a couple of new things, a couple of cool things to talk about. We got a couple of things to talk about. Not sure if all of them are cool, but one of them is the Armada Mango and Legacies thing that people have been talking about. We are getting like a small patch after the 9.0 patch, probably to fix a bunch of things. So the 9.0.1 patch should be coming, and the Smash Bowl that is by Gridiron Gaming. We have come up with another way to get people interested in the Smash. Except this time, big money, big stakes on on the line here for a competitor. So should be a good one. Me, EE, and Coney are casting it, so blast on their back. But yeah, first up, Austin, how you doing?
I'm good, man. Hanging in there, doing the normal stuff. Happy apps. How about you, man? How's everything?
I'm just tired, man. Stuff has been it's getting mundane, but I am trying to find joy in parts of life wherever I can. So,
I feel
yeah,
that, dude. I didn't get much sleep last night either. Like my sleep schedule's been like all over the place this week.
yeah, I'm probably gonna end up doing like a midnight to whatever stream because my sleep schedule's all over the place as well. So, okay. Well, first up, I didn't really get to talk about it or read about it too much, so this is definitely gonna be on you. But what is the Armada, Mango, and Legacies thing people have been talking about?
So basically, on the Twitter feed, someone, I forget what started it, but basically there was a lot of like comments on Twitter or from Smash Reddit where people were asking about who is the GOAT in Melee, like who is the all-time GOAT, and Armada took offense that he was not considered the GOAT and started, not throwing a temper tantrum on Twitter, but just started like talking about like why he wasn't even considered for it or whatever. Because in the end, like no one really. It depends on like what part of the time frame you like considered like the best time for Melee and who's like been the most consistent and stuff. But Armada kind of took it like super far and just kept wanting to complain about it. And Mango had enough, so Mango went into the replies and started like talking about how like, well, you don't compete anymore and you're only good for like that couple, you're only like the best player for like that 1 or 2 years where Hungry Box has been like a more of a mainstay. And there's just a lot of back and forth there until Mango finally ended with good luck with your Mario runs, which was a huge thing to say. And I guess that got me thinking about what is important when it comes to like results in tournaments. And I want to get your thoughts on this too. Is like, do you like, is the legacy more important than like current today standards? Granted, yes, we're in the middle of COVID, so today is not as relevant anymore. But compared to like 2019 results, like it's such like a tricky option. But for Ultimate, it's a more of a newer game, so there's not as much legacy going on there. But for just Smash as a whole, like, do you think legacy is important? Yeah, I mean, obviously it is, but like, do you think it's more
I
important
think
than?
I think there's an argument on both sides.
Mhm.
Obviously, we're not going to just discredit that Armada was dominating for quite some time.
Yes.
Um, you know, but the thing is, like, once he got past, he never like got back up there. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? Once HBox started winning everything, like that was kind of like the end of the era for like the five gods, kind of like going at each other like that. In fact, most of HBox's losses have come out, I feel like, outside of the five gods lately. It's been about like Zane and Plub and stuff like that. So um, I don't know, man. There's like an argument on both sides. I do think that Armada's legacy should not be, what is that? It shouldn't be like forgotten for sure. But at the same time, I think that he should understand that because he quit right around the fucking peak of like uh I feel like the way that he quit, it was almost the way that like everyone feels like I feel like a decent amount of people thought that people were quitting because of HBox. So it was like they would lose the HBox and out of nowhere be like, oh man, I just don't have the drive. You know, I
Yeah.
just don't I just don't have the drive to keep playing. It's like there's all these reasons why uh they could be quitting, but if you look at the immediate reason, most of that stuff is like right after an HBox loss.
Yeah.
Um and yeah, he didn't have a polarizing playstyle comparison to everybody else, but that playstyle worked. So, do I think Armada is the GOAT? In a sense, yes. Do I think HBox is the GOAT? In a sense, yes. I just don't know how to, I guess, grade who is more of the GOAT. But I feel like as time goes on, if um if HBox continues to play this game, it will be a way easier argument to say that HBox is the GOAT over Armada.
Yeah. And I think there's a little bit of fear from Armada's side when he quit, like, because it is the whole thing, like, maybe no one knows this for a fact, but what if he's like afraid of being surpassed? Because that's actually what happened to Hungrybox lately. Remember when Hungrybox decided to retire from Melee for like a month or less than a month or whatever, and then he's like, and then he realized that the reason he was doing it was because he kept losing to people outside the top 5, like you said, and he ended up coming back to it because he wanted to like regain that control. So do you think like maybe Armada quit because of that? Or
it's hard. And like, I feel like,
yeah.
you know, we asked him and he basically said, you know, said it wasn't because of that. He said it was, you know, he was getting older, all that good stuff. But like, and that makes sense, you know, like
it does.
There a lot of players definitely get to the point where they're like, all right, man, you know, I'm a little older. Like, I don't really have time to practice like that anymore. But I feel like if that was the case, then he shouldn't really care too much about this conversation. I mean, I feel like a small jab or a small jest, I'm like, oh man, you guys just really forgot about me. You know what I'm saying? Something like that would have been, you know, LOL, you know,
yeah.
We forgot, don't forget Armada's the GOAT, whatever. But the way that he came in hot, it did look like he was, you know,
taking actual jealous. Yeah, like there was definitely like a hint of jealousy there, like, because, you know, like the longer back it goes, the more easily it is to be forgotten. Like, remember Ken, like when Ken was considered the GOAT in like the very early like 2003-ish days, and now like no one even thinks about him anymore except for when the combo that he named, you know, the Ken combo. That's like the only time people think about him, or when they watch season 2 of Survivor.
These people. I'm like looking through the comments right now. What people are talking about. So I mean, like I went to Mango's page straight up, and I see that there was a tweet from Zane in here.
He got a lot of attention from the Melee community yesterday.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying. I mean, this is, you know, Mango's in here said, I'm not going to sit here and Twitter beef with you all day. I'm not laughing. If you think I'm never going to banter or poke fun of you as a streamer because it's free content, you're insane. I already unfollowed you. Seeing your name just makes me upset. I'll keep playing Melee. Jeez. Yeah.
Like, and then Mango proceeded to like have a late night stream that night to continue talking about his thoughts and stuff like that. He seemed really upset.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like this is the most I've ever seen Mango reply to anyone.
Yeah, right. Usually he just goes like LMAO and then like pieces out.
Yeah, man. So, I mean,
he did something similar with HBox when HBox threatened to quit.
Well, I mean, but I feel like the way that like I'm sure that he didn't like egg him on to quit though. I think there's a level of competition. Well, there's a level of respect between them, obviously. Because
yeah.
Popping off, and I'm sure there's a level of competition there too that Mango would like to consistently or dominantly beat this man one more time at least, to say, you know, that he is the GOAT. You know, because like Mango, I mean, like he's like 1st or 7th. Like that's the Mango play style, bro. Like he's either playing amazingly and getting 1st, or he's you know, he gets in the top 8 and it's kind of busters out. But you know, we'll see. What happens, you know, later on? Because I mean, like, this is probably a developing situation. As of right now, sure we have the information that we have right now, but I think that someone's going to end up picking this back up and making more of a stink of it, and
it's still fresh.
Conversation. Yeah. So I mean, these tweets are like from what, yesterday? Like from I think some of them probably are from today. So yeah, just gotta. I'm surprised I even missed, but again, I haven't really been on Twitter like that. Just in general. So yeah, that would have been I saw a tweet from Leffen from that, but I didn't really like dive deep into it. It was just kind of like Leffen giving his thoughts, and I was like, all right, well, this is probably something that I caught it like so early though that I didn't even see any numbers. It was like, you know, it was like a 3-minute tweet, so I was like, all right, this is, you know, it's whatever. But if I would have jumped back down the rabbit hole, I'm pretty sure I would have found some pretty interesting stuff in there. So
I only heard about it because it was on Discord. Like someone tweeted, like posted on Discord, so I just clicked on it. I was like, whoa, what the hell? And then saw it. So I've also been kind of like staying off that little Twitter grind because it's good for the mental health, dude. Good for the mental health to be on Twitter all day.
Yeah. Oh, moving on though, we're gonna talk about the new patch. I'm not sure. Did we talk about the? Well, I guess we talked about the 9.0 patch in general. It was like a small one, but basically, like just looking at it, if there was a mid tier that you played, they most likely got buffed. There's a lot of small buffs there's a lot of small buffs to rapid jabs too. A lot of rapid jabs have lost their like clanking. So I don't even know if that's a buff or a nerf, but for like
it depends.
Yeah, I guess it depends. I saw like the video from Beefy Smash Juice showing like Marth's F tilt going through jabs, and I guess it depends on like what you're playing, if that's gonna work for you or not. But like them not clanking in general probably makes more sense than anything else. And then Bowser Jr. Ooh, sorry, peeps. Bowser Jr. and Lucario both got pretty significant buffs to kind of bring them up just now. I mean, like just quality of life buffs mostly. Nothing crazy like nothing that didn't kill before is now killing extremely fast. It's just stuff that like took a while to KO will now KO earlier. You can F throw for a kill, even though like basically if you're going to get an F throw for a kill, you're right in the position of getting a jab for a KO too. Yeah, no, I mean I played the character a little bit. The day the patch came out, I had a lot of fun playing some Bowser Jr. I always thought that character was fun, just
time to make
really,
the switch.
Probably not. That's one of those see my Bowser Jr. tier characters,
Oh, I feel it.
Yeah, I'm never gonna put too much focus on them, but want to do some wacky stuff when I pull them out.
Yeah, I came up with the topic for the new patch because I was hoping it would be released by now, but it's apparently going to be releasing tonight, patch 9.0.1. So I guess we could probably talk about what we think is going to happen, because the fact that it's coming out literally a week after means that I feel like something's bugged or something needs to be fixed ASAP. And in all honesty, it probably has something to do with Steve, since he's the newest character. And we have seen those glitches on Twitter where
I saw the one where people are falling through stages.
Yeah, like especially against Samus. And that's and I've seen multiple clips of that. Like I just like one person, like I've seen it happen like in matches multiple times. It's like, okay, maybe this could potentially be a problem. We don't know yet, but I foresee Nintendo seeing that and being like, okay, let's fix that real quick, because they had to change every single stage in the game for Steve, so something's gonna get kind of out of whack in that process. That's probably what they're gonna be touching tonight. But the replays said they are changing from the week ago, so something 100% is being changed. We just don't know what it is yet.
Okay. Well, yeah. No, I mean, there's probably like I feel like there's probably maybe like a small buff that could be added in there too for like just I don't know, like give another character like adjusted their F tilt or something, but it's gonna be like just to mask all the stuff they're probably about to do to Steve. So right now, I mean, from watching all the Steve gameplay though, like it's definitely still not a character for me, but I have seen a lot of cool stuff.
Same.
Cool edge guards for sure.
It's just like Minecraft, dude. Like the imagination can take you so far, and you can do whatever the fuck you want when you're off stage like that,
Yeah. So super cool character. Still looking forward to see what happens with the rest of the DLC, because I don't know what direction we're going anymore, man. Like I can't. I have no guessing anymore, dude. Like it's just we all, people were talking about Steve forever, but like everyone thought they were just memeing, and then here we are.
That meme became real,
anymore.
Dude. I can't believe it, because like it's like literally anyone is possible as long as they're a video game character. Like people are talking about Master Chief getting into the game, and the way they're creating these characters, they're making them so like faithful to the original series. Like the way they handled Min, the way they're handling Steve, like they're getting super creative with the season 2 pass. I feel like season 1 was a little bit more like, yeah, these are Smash characters, or like Terry, he plays like Ryu and Ken a little bit, and like there was nothing really too much to make them stand out. They felt like Smash characters. And then season 2, Sakurai just like went off the chains, like, you know what, screw it, we're not making Smash characters anymore, we're gonna make these characters from these games and put them into Smash.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's working out for him very much so, because I mean, like, it's just like, even if you're not enjoying the character itself, like even if you're like, man, this is just not the character for me, the fact that like you can see these characters and all these playstyles that you put into the game definitely leads to an open imagination for what else you can put into the game. As you said, Min was very weird, Steve very weird, so we're just trying to figure. It's like I feel like Sakurai just basically figuring out what else he can do.
Yeah, how far can he push the envelope?
Yeah, with the Smash picture, because like and the best thing about it is like none of the weird stuff is like broken or busted yet. You know, like Bayonetta was weird because she comboed harder than anybody else in 4, but then she was also busted. But like, you know, Steve is just weird because he can build blocks and has like a weirder playstyle with the mining and stuff. But he doesn't. We haven't found anything that's making him inherently busted yet. Then you also have Min Min. You know, her B button is basically all of her A attacks just on a different hand. But it's not weird yet. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not busted. So I think it's good that he's kind of towing the line between between like busted and not busted, but also making very eccentric characters.
Yeah. Like, from what little I've played and seen of Steve, it just seems like he's going to get overwhelmed by the rushdown characters. Someone that just, like, gets on top of him. But, like, his advantage state is, like, some of the best advantage state in the game, you know? So, but he struggles in the neutral because of his, like, poor mobility.
Yeah. So, moving forward, though, we got the Smash Bowl. We got the Smash Bowl. You can actually catch that on Smash GG already. Actually type in Smash Bowl. I don't know what all these what this Roman numerals is. Hold on.
I literally saw it and I was like, dude, I have not played a Final Fantasy that high. I don't know what number that is. Like, what is M? Is M 50? Like, or is it like? Are they trying to say 2020? Like, what is the?
Maybe that's 2020. 2021.
Oh, because it's like it's the winter into.
So M is 1,000.
Yeah. So I assume you know a lot about this event that's going on.
I know a decent amount. I'm not sure how much I can disclose yet.
Word.
But all right. So So M is 1,000. Got it. That is what we've learned today.
So 2 M's is 2,000.
Right, and then
Sick.
2 X's is 2. That's 20, and then the I. Okay. Cool. So Smash Bowl 20. Yeah, we learned something today here on only on Hard Reads. 2020. It says if you look at the Smash GG, it says Smash Bowl Online Invitational was the first part of the Smash Bowl 2020 series, spanning 13 weeks with 50K on the line. Join us from November 1st to January 31st to see 32 of our favorite players compete in a totally new competitive format. You can view the format in the playbook section here. Oh, hold on. See, that's pretty cool.
Click that open. Now, this is I saw that Thunder Gaming is involved with this.
Yes. I don't think they're like I don't know how this is working out, to be completely honest. I mean, like, I talked to Christian to get hired for it, but I wonder if Gridiron Gaming is their like the main thing, right? Like these are the guys who are doing it.
But then Thunder Gaming's like sponsoring it.
Yeah, and Thunder Gaming is just kind of like bringing the money.
Got it.
You know, just looking at the attendees though, we can actually talk about the attendees real quick. We already have a list of that. We have MK Leo Mars, Sonic Forever, aka Enrique Hernandez. That's Meister. So I don't know why he changed. Okay.
Yeah, that was bizarre.
Esam, Cosmos, Wadi, Leon, Pandarian, MVD, Ned, Luis Money, Scat, Mr. G, Goblin, Best Nest, Cola, Supergirl Kells, Colonies, Epic Gabriel, Yes, Arfang, Aaron, FGC, Aaron. I feel like this is definitely a player that I should know, but I think he changed his tag. 8-Bit Man, Prodigy, Spargo, Mr. E, Skittles, Lade, Big D, Sharp, Pelka, and Miles McKenzie. So some lesser known names in here, but definitely some names that can make a couple upsets. I'm very interested to see how Big D plays if he decides to go Ice Climbers. And the Ice Climbers also got a little bit of a buff. Now it is Ice Climbers online though, so it could maybe potentially mess up his timing. But I remember when I played him in tournament back at one of the dome parks or one of the Sport Priority, his Ice Climbers definitely waxed me. I think that's a hard matchup for WeFix regardless, but yeah, he definitely waxed me. So super cat. It was like the only time I've ever played against that character though, so it was like, wow, this is a lot to learn in one sitting. But yeah, man, we got some. I mean, obviously got some stars in here. Notably missing though.
Bro, it's been so long. It's been so long since we had like an invitational or something like that with like top players. I just kind of forget who we are missing. Was Tweak in there?
I didn't hear Tweak and I didn't hear Samsora. So, interesting if they decided either they didn't want to be part of it or they just didn't get hit up. But I mean, we still have a really good lineup, and they're still if it comes to, if this is an offline event, then there's still is like 3 to 4 people that could, I think, beat MKLeo if it came down to offline win. So you have Mars, you got the Buzz if he's playing right.
Mm.
You got Esam, and I mean, I guess the wild card would be like Cosmo Squatty or Meister if he was playing well. So
and Mars just won that Gommel online thing last weekend.
Oh, good stuff. Yeah, no, Mars has been. I mean, he's been tearing it up. So, but yeah, man, like the way they're just pretty much just making good money for everybody around. You know, like if you look at the prize pool split, stage 1 players receive $500 for participating in stage 1, and they win $250 for each set, and then a bonus $250 if they never lose a set, and that goes on throughout each stage. So just participating is going to get you some cash. And then winning will get you even more cash. So you can walk away with a little something here in this tournament, or in this, I guess it's round robin type deal going on. 50K on the line. There's going to be action every week, you know, and you're going to get, I think they were trying to go with like, there's supposed to be like different rule sets each week too. But I'm trying to see how that.
Like stages or something more wacky?
It might be something more wacky. Let me look. I know that always gets a little scary for people because,
yeah,
you know, they're always like, well, what do you mean? You know, like especially with money on the line too. It's like,
yeah, when that much money's on the line, like I was always kind of shocked that this is like invitationals weren't like more commonplace this year, because, you know, with the nature of online Wi-Fi, you know, like there's going to be a lot of like lag and incorrect like connections and stuff. But when you make it an invitational, there's testing you can do beforehand. Like, will this match work? Will these two be able to fight each other in a good connection? That's way easier to standardize when you know the players and who's going to have to play against each other ahead of time.
Wait a minute. I found the playbook. So this is what it is. So
Word.
Number 1 is randoms. Number 2 is squad strike. Squad strike doesn't work online though.
Are they going to do something else?
Yeah, I don't know how they're supposed to. Number 3 is heavies. Number 4 is reverse mains. Number 5 is phone a friend. Number 6 is Pokemon Masters. Number 7 is food fight. Number 8 is Sakurai Says. Number 9 is Up and Away. Number 10 is Michael Bay movie. 11 Super Smash Down. 12 nearly legal. 13 King of Fighters. 14 melee rule set. 15 Sammy singles, and 16 is switch to rivals. So I wonder if that means they're actually going to play Rivals of Aether at the end, which sounds pretty funny. Now I do have to. I'm definitely gonna have to talk to them about this here squad strike though, because I don't think you can do squad strike online. So I actually put that in the Discord.
Like, just let them know. I mean, yeah. So it looks like they're just. It's more of like a casual type of thing. Like, I mean, granted, there's still gonna be a lot of money on the line. People are gonna want to watch it, but it could have been an opportunity to make it like a little bit more of a serious 1v1 that Smash so desperately needs. But I'm glad that they're still just doing something to support the scene. You know. I feel like when COVID finally, eventually, inevitably calms down a bit, like we're not going to have like a big tournament because of like thousands of people. Like, 'cause I feel like that's still going to be like a no-no during the current climate. But I think like the first thing that we're going to see is probably like small invitationals, you know, offline. So I think that's like that's probably going to be the wave. And it's so different from what Smash and FGC are about to represent, you know, because these are like one of the very few types of games where like anyone has the chance to win if they put in the work. You just enter the bracket and you just have to beat people, and that's it, and you can win. Compared to like team-based games like, I don't know, like Overwatch, CSGO, where you have to prove yourself to people that you're good, consistently do well, and then get picked up by a team so that you can actually play in the tournament, you know? So that I feel like that's one of the things that makes Smash and FGC a little bit special, is the open brackets. So, but that's going to be like one of the very last things that we'll see returning in the offline setting anyways.
Oh, facts. Okay, so they know the squad strike does not work, and they're doing a different version of it. So okay. I guess you can actually look around. It says pick 5 characters for a set. You can't use any of them more than once. You want to lose, no interchangeable Echo Fighters. So I assume that you just play like a one-side game and just
like
it's
each game's a different character.
No, it's just they shouldn't call it a squad strike. It's just a squad battle. So each player chooses 5.
Oh.
And the set in the length is best of 5 characters, and you can't use echoes. So, or echoes that like are straight echoes. So no Peach Daisy, no Pit Dark Pit. Which, I mean, they're not really a straight echo, but I give it their Samus. Samus, Dark
Yeah.
Samus, and Simon Richter. All the other echoes are fine.
Okay, I'm picking Chrom, Roy, Lucina, Marth, and
Actually, kind of surprised they didn't. Well, I mean, I guess it's far enough. Tom Roy though, those are different characters, but like
Mhm.
you know, I feel you.
Yeah.
But yeah, so best of 5, and I guess they just play until someone wins 3 times, so you can either get all 5 characters, or you just get 3 characters. So
Yep.
anyway.
Okay, that sounds lit. I mean, it'd be cool if Squad Strike just worked online, but I understand that like it doesn't, and that'd probably require a lot of like new coding from Nintendo to implement.
Yeah. So, well, either way, yeah, that's gonna be a pretty interesting thing to develop over the next few weeks. I mean, it's starting in about 10 days.
What day is it on?
The first event is on Sunday, November 1st. So we have it was the 21st now. Yeah, we got about 10 days until the first event for this. And then it's gonna be, I think it's gonna be like every Sunday. All right, let me go ahead and look at that real quick. I just saw.
It'll be on the same channel every single week, right? So people like can just know where to go.
Yeah, well, it's gonna be Sunday every week from November 1st all the way to January 31st, or the finals bracket. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 weeks.
That's a refreshing thing to see, in all honesty. Like even if it's not like the standard 1v1 rules, just like something to look forward to watch if you're like a fan of Smash or a fan of competitive Smash and fan of these players, that like every Sunday now you can like watch this thing, because lately, you know, it's just like, oh, we watch the Hungry Box weekly every Wednesday, and then that's it. You know, like you don't have much to look forward to. So it's this is nice to see something like this crop up. So I'm really happy to see what it's gonna like turn into.
Yeah, I'm just really happy to be commentating Smash again. It's been a while.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been enjoying commentating other games, but I don't want to drop any games just because they fall off. I just, you know, I just want to continue to commentate at some point in time. So
yeah.
Either way, yeah. So definitely keep a lookout for that, guys. Next week we'll probably have more in depth to talk about for that, and then the weeks coming after that we'll have a lot to talk about, seeing that we will have
tournament results.
Tournament results and things like that. So, and we can talk about the stage list and the rule set and how that worked and if it worked or not. But yeah, for now that's going to be it for Hard Reads, guys. If you are late to this episode and you want to watch it fully, it will be on my YouTube soon. Otherwise you can listen to it on Apple and on Spotify very soon as well. Also, you got any final words?
Nothing much. Oh, I'm gonna be casting the Arc Revo Invitational this weekend. Not Invitational, but just the circuit happening for Grand Blue Fantasy Versus. If you guys want to tune into that, I'll be there doing some top 16 action for the East Side. So
I didn't know you're still playing that.
Yeah, I mean, like, there's nothing really happening for it because the game unfortunately released right when COVID started. So it didn't get its chance to get off the ground, but it's cool to see Arxis, you know, going out there and still supporting the online game. So yeah, I'm still like on that bandwagon. I love Grand Blue a lot. Kind of hard to play sometimes when the connections aren't good, but when you do get a solid connection, you can play for hours.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's fair.
That'll be on twitch.tv/TSB.
TSB. Okay. Nah, yeah, I mean, like, I definitely like the game, but yeah, I definitely released at a time where
unfortunate, dude. It was, I felt so bad because it's a new IP, you know, like a brand new fighting game. So like, and it just comes off to like we'll see what happens once they are able to host offline events safely again. Because right now it's actually pretty huge in Japan, but just the West, it's not picking up any steam.
Okay. Well, big house is Japan. That happens all the time for some reason. I feel like that was. I think the same thing happened with Pokken for a little bit, but you know, Pokken's just got a dedicated fan base over the world.
Right.
All right, guys. Well, thank y'all for watching again, and all the things I said before about where you can find it soon. Stay safe, wear a mask, and we will catch you next time.